In honor of Valentine's Day, I thought it would be so fun and perfect to rank the best early 2000s to 2010 best rom-coms. So that is exactly what we are going to do today, and I could actually not be more excited. Romantic comedies are like one of my favorite movie types. Actually, they might be my favorite. I'm not really like a thriller girl, definitely not a horror movie girl. I really just love comedies like all around, and a romantic comedy is like my freaking cup of tea. So basically the way that a tier list works, if you're not familiar with it, Made Me Fall in Love Again would be the highest ranking that it could go. Then we have the second tier list, which is like cheesy goodness. So maybe it's like, it's not quite A plus, you know, it's like, it's more of a B rating. And then the third one we have, it's like, okay, that was good. It was okay. It was nice. And then the fourth was like, that wasn't even a rom-com. Like, that was not love. And it could be something that's like actually really sad, or, you know, it just doesn't fit the vibe. And then these are all the ones that I haven't seen, or I haven't seen them in a really long time where I can't remember how I feel about them. I did recently rewatch a bunch of rom-coms to like prepare for making this tier list. So we're just going to go with it, and I'm very excited. Okay, so first movie that we have, and I want to hear what everyone thinks. So let me know in the comments what you would put the movies at. We have 10 Things I Hate About You. I am obsessed with this movie. I actually did not see this movie until probably like 4-ish years ago, and I feel like I was missing out on it like almost my entire life. So I'm probably gonna put this movie, I would say this is probably in like cheesy goodness, and it's not as iconic for me. It doesn't give me that like warm, cozy feeling inside as some other movies do, and I feel like it will make sense as we get more into it. 13 Going on 30, which this movie I've probably seen a total of 15 times, maybe even more than 15 times in my whole life, that is a lot. Man, this one's hard because like I feel like it should go in cheesy goodness, but the part of me wants to put it in here, but I think it belongs in cheesy goodness. I don't think it belongs in A plus. The reason being, well, I might move that one. I don't know. Frick. Okay, no, I have to put it B. I have to put it B. Okay, we have The Princess Switch. Is that a rom-com? I mean, I guess it is. I never considered it a romantic comedy. I guess it is a romantic comedy. Okay, Princess Switch, I would say, is kind of, I mean, it's a Christmas movie, but I actually really like the movie. Okay, it's cute. It's not like even remotely close to 13 Going on 30 or 10 Things I Hate About You. I would kind of put it here, but like it was cute. I would say it's in between these two though for me. Probably here. I would say, well, no, because I keep watching all of them, so it has to be there. Okay, I don't know what movie that is. Another Cinderella Story. Now, I feel like if you were born in 1997 to 2000s, maybe 2001, and you grew up as like a Selena Gomez fan, this Cinderella Story movie is probably your favorite. However, it's not my top favorite, so I do like it though. I just think it took a lot of inspiration from other movies. We'll get to that later. So I'm actually not the biggest fan of this movie. I tried to rewatch it a few weeks ago, and I was like, it was cute and it was fun, but I also think if it wasn't Selena Gomez, I just wouldn't have ever watched it, basically, is my point. So for that reason, the overall story and writing, I feel like it has to go at the bottom. Okay, now we have Breakfast at Tiffany's. Now you guys are you're gonna freak out at this. I've never seen this movie. I've never seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I feel like it's a crime. I know it's a crime, and I can't believe I've never seen it. It feels so wrong. I'm actually going out of town with my husband, so maybe if they have it on the plane, then I can watch it, because we'll be on the plane the day after Valentine's Day. Maybe. I also don't know what movie that is. Confessions of a Shopaholic. Okay, now this movie is actually, I relate to this movie, okay, because I have a crippling shopping addiction. Look, it's better than other things, and I feel like it's actually not too bad. I'm always pretty like, at least like 60% being logical with it. Other 40% is more emotional, but that's okay. It's probably cheaper than therapy, so actually, I know it is. So I'm gonna put this in like cheesy goodness, because it's just one of those movies. It's cheesy, it's good, it's cute, but it's not quite the A plus feeling inside. Now the next movie I'm so excited about. This is actually probably one of my top 5, not even just romantic comedies, but I feel like a movie that is such a heartwarming feeling of a movie, and that is Crazy Rich Asians. I am obsessed with this movie. Like I think I've seen it 3 times since it's come out, which it didn't even come out that long ago. I could watch this movie over and over again. This is 100% going to be our very first Made Me Fall in Love Again A+ rom-com of today's video, because I don't even think she needs an introduction. I really don't. She's that girl. She's that good. I'm obsessed. How many movies have you been in? Someone just asked. Okay, you know what's weird is I actually have never been in a movie, but I got offered to be in a movie. It was called Domino, and I was going to play Keira Knightley, like the younger version of her, because I used to live in LA. Anyways, it's like a whole story for another time. Easy A. Okay, I freaking love this movie. I recently watched Easy A with Emma Stone. I love Emma Stone so much. I think Easy A is, again, cheesy goodness. It's such a fun, good movie, and it's silly. I think it's rated R, so it's a little bit more like edgy. Ella Enchanted. I don't know what to say about Ella Enchanted because I've grown up with watching this movie, and I think it's one of those movies that you can watch like every few years, but it's more iconic than it is like really good, because it's kind of really cheesy. So I guess it should go in cheesy goodness, but I don't think I think it has to go here. Enchanted. Now this is going to be a weird hot take, and that's completely okay, but I actually think Ella Enchanted might be my favorite Disney movie, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one, let's see, how old was I? I think it came out probably in 2007, I'm guessing. Maybe 2005? That's just a guess. I think it was between there. And my age of when this movie came out, I feel like I had never seen a Disney movie like it, and I loved it. I'd never been to New York. I was obsessed with New York all growing up as a kid. So for me, this movie's definitely cheesy goodness, almost close to Made Me Fall in Love Again, because I could watch Ella Enchanted over and over and over again. Which I would say 13 Going on 30 is pretty similar to that. Like I would say if it was actually in order, like these also in order, it would probably be like this. Maybe probably be more like that. Okay, Ever Ever After. Is this called Ever Ever After or Ever After? I can't remember. Either way, I think this movie is more also like okay nice. I haven't seen this movie in forever, but I did grow up watching this, and I feel like it's really cute. I want to rewatch this movie. It's been probably at least 5 years. The Fault in Our Stars. That movie literally ripped my heart out from the inside. I was gonna say there's not very many movies that make me cry, but that's a lie, because it's pretty easy to make me cry while watching a cute movie. I'm just never gonna watch it again because it's like Marley and Me. It's like, why would you put yourself through that? Why? So I'm gonna say that was love, even though we know it was love. It wasn't love for me as the viewer. It was, but it wasn't like all at once. So I feel like if you know, you know. Okay, I don't know what this movie is. Oh my gosh, I love Hitch. I think Hitch is actually, again, one of the better romantic comedies. The acting is really great in it, which is very important. I would rate this movie, I think it's in cheesy goodness. I would put it probably right here in order. And I think these are, probably put that in that order. Okay, I don't remember the title of this movie, but it's Rebel Wilson with Liam Hemsworth. Can't remember this guy's name. I hated this movie. I hated it. This is gonna be a hot take, but I don't really care. It was way too raunchy for me. It was just like gross. Like that's all I remember from it, and it ruined it for me. Because sometimes when a movie goes too over the top with that kind of stuff, I'm like, where's the class? Like there's zero class in this entire movie, and for me, I'm out. Like, See ya. Just go with it. Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston. Adam Sandler's probably my favorite male actor. Definitely top 2. I love Steve Carell too from The Office. This movie for me, I would have to say, I mean, this movie is really cute. It's definitely Made Me Fall in Love Again / A in cheesy goodness. I'm gonna have to put it in cheesy goodness, but it's gonna go second place or first place in cheesy goodness, which I'm gonna go second place. It's gonna go right after 13 Going on 30, because this movie is another movie again that I feel like I could watch regularly and be very happy watching it. I can't remember the name of this movie, but I haven't seen it. Also haven't seen this. Okay, I freaking love this next movie. Killers. If you guys haven't seen Killers, I highly recommend it. I actually think Killers is one of the better movies. It's kind of like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which if that movie's not on this list, I'm gonna throw hands. I'm gonna say Killers is cheesy goodness right after Hitch. This movie is so fun. It's such a great romantic comedy, and you should definitely watch it on Valentine's Day. If you like, again, the more Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the more edgy romantic comedies, you'll love it. Okay, next up we have Leap Year. Amy Adams. I can't remember the guy's name. I don't think he's a super big actor. This movie was really cute. but it doesn't give you that feeling of like, I have to watch this movie over and over again. Like every year you want to rewatch it. So for that reason, I'm going to say like, it's probably the top of the That Was Love, list ranking, because I just don't remember it. If I don't remember a movie really well, I know it wasn't that great because I have a really good memory, especially when it comes to movies for whatever reason. And so if I don't remember something, it probably wasn't that good. Oh my gosh. Next up, we have the iconic Legally Blonde. Now, I am going to be a little bit biased on this, but I also don't think I am. Legally Blonde is my favorite movie of all time. This and actually my other favorite movie is also on this list. So try and guess what it is before we get to it. I don't think anyone will guess it, but Legally Blonde is for sure like top of the top for me. It is such a good movie. I could watch it over and over again. Honestly, my whole life, ever since I saw that movie, I decided that day, I was like, I want to go about life having the Elle Woods attitude of just seeing everything that happens to you as your benefit, because I think that is exactly what Elle Woods does, and I think it is so cool. And she doesn't let anybody or anything get in her way, but she doesn't have bad feelings about people. And she's very forgiving. She has a good heart. She's cute. She's not scared to be herself. And I love that about her. I think a lot of the world, it's like, oh, if someone does you wrong, it's like, write them off and you never talk to them again. There's a very big girl, like literally the biggest singer, who is very vocal about that. And I think it's such a bad example to young girls because you should be forgiving. Like, we're all human. We're going to make mistakes. Anyways, now I'm just going off, but I just love Elle Woods so much. I think she's awesome. Okay, next movie is Letters to Juliet. I literally just rewatched this movie yesterday and it is so cute. It is so cute. I love Amanda Seyfried. The main guy is also very cute. The whole story is really wholesome. It'd be such a fun movie to watch for Valentine's Day or girls' night. Like, you don't have to watch it just for Valentine's Day. Like, a girls' night watching this movie, please. So cute. I would say this movie is definitely cheesy goodness. I would say probably right in between Hitch and Killers. No, it's gonna be after Killers for me. It's gonna be after. But it's very cute, very sweet. Love Actually. Now, here's the funny thing with this movie. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember it, which I'm just going off of like, it's got to go in like the okay, nice category because I know it's cute, but if I don't remember it, how good was it really? Okay, Mamma Mia. I'm not crazy about this movie. I think it's because it's a musical and I'm not really a super musical loving person. So I'm going to say That Was Love. But again, I think it's a really cute movie and I get why people love it. Like, I get the hype. If you love it, like, love that for you. Genuinely. Now, the next movie is my favorite movie of all time. Like, I know every single word to this movie. When I say I've seen this movie 100 times, I think it's actually probably over 100. I watch this movie on average like 3 times a year, and I've done it ever since it came out. It is like my comfort movie. If I don't know what else to put on, I will either put on The Office, Gossip Girl, or A Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff and Chad Michael Murray. My Big Fat Greek Wedding is really cute. I would say it's like, okay, nice. Yeah, I would just say it's good. Oh, Prince and Me. Okay, this is another one of those movies that I actually have not seen in a very long time, but I know it's cute. I'm gonna put it in okay, nice too. Yeah, I think it's good right there. The next few movies are whoa. Okay, Princess Bride. Now I know that this is like everyone's favorite movie. I'm gonna put The Princess Bride in cheesy goodness. Now the reason why I don't put it at the very top is just because I think I like the movie. It's not A plus for me. Do you know what I mean? Where I think that there are other movies that it's like, it just goes in cheesy goodness. I can't explain it. But I do think it's really cute. I just don't care to watch it over and over again. But I understand the hype of it. And I feel like cheesy goodness at the front of that ranking is like very fair. Okay. Princess Diaries 2. Now, since Princess Diaries #1 is not on this list, I'm going to just put the entire Princess Diaries franchise in this video or in this photo right here, which for that reason, we have to put it at the very top. Princess Diaries is one of the most iconic movies of all time. Like, truly one of the most iconic franchises. I'm crossing my fingers. I heard that they're making a third one. I heard it's in the works. Like, I will probably cry when that comes out. So it'll be a good day. Next up, we have She's the Man. She's the Man is also a movie I can watch over and over again. And I feel like I feel like every girl feels that way. If you were born in 1993 to 2002, maybe a little bit later, let me know. I feel like you can watch it over and over again. So She's the Man, I think, also goes at the top because it is such a great, fun movie, and I think it just deserves, for sure, like top top tier. Now, The Holiday, here's the thing I like about The Holiday, and here's the thing I don't like about The Holiday. The thing I love about The Holiday is pretty much everything. I think the format of the movie is very cute. I think kind of like the third person approach that they took to the movie where there's the narrator. I think that's really fun to have, and it's different from other romantic comedies. I think the creativity and I think the writing is also very good. The cinematography is beautiful. I love the LA and London, kind of like the polar opposite worlds. I think that's super fun, very creative idea. So for that reason, it's like A++. Now the only thing I don't like about The Holiday is that it's really only a Christmas movie, but that also makes it really special, and I always watch it every single Christmas season without a doubt. Usually like more than once. So for that reason, I think it needs to go in the top. 100%. All right, next movie we have The Proposal. I mean, Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. I mean, come on. That's like bound to be an incredible movie even if they didn't try. I for sure, this also has to go at the top. Well, no, I think it needs to go in cheesy goodness. Right after 13 going on 30 and right before Princess Bride. I think this list is looking pretty good. Now, the one that's going to be very questionable to be at the top is a Cinderella Story, but I do not care. I do not care if anyone comes for me for that because I'm just okay with the hate for it. I'm okay with it. Okay, next we have To All the Boys I Loved Before. Now, I've only seen this movie once and it was right when it came out. And to be completely honest with you, I don't really remember what the movie was about, but I remember the idea of it was super cute and a fun approach for a movie. There's a second movie I think too. I need to rewatch this movie. So only because currently I don't really remember the vibe of it. I feel like I have to put it, maybe we'll put it like in the middle. I just can't remember it. Okay, next up we have Titanic. And fun fact, this movie actually came out the year that I was born. And my birth mom, her song for me is the Celine Dion song. Anyway, so it's really cute. It's really like, I love this movie, but I can't watch the Titanic over and over again. I can't do it because it's freaking sad. It's very cute. Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet, has a very good cast. The writing was great. The acting was really fun. It's got really cheesy elements to it. So I'm gonna put it in cheesy goodness because it just feels wrong to like put one of the most highest grossing movies of all time not in at least the B cheesy goodness category, because it's truly like, it's an iconic movie. Like, it's like an A-list celebrity. If a movie could be an A-list celebrity, it would be the Titanic. Everyone knows the Titanic. Okay, now next movie we have is Twilight, which might also be a controversial movie because I feel like people either love it or they hate it. And I'm on the side of loving it. I love the Twilight movies. They don't make me fall in love again, but they are for sure very, very good cheesy goodness. Actually, it probably goes right there. I love the entire Twilight series, but the first movie, like watching the first movie around Halloween, Thanksgiving time is so much fun. I'm obsessed with it. Wedding Singer is really fun. That movie is really cute. I think I'm gonna put Wedding Singer at the beginning of Okay Nice. Why isn't it moving? There we go. Because I don't think it really should go in cheesy goodness because it's kind of one of those movies, it's like, it's great, but I won't watch it over and over again, you know? Now, last movie. Now, I think this next movie is called When in Rome, I think. It's with is it Kirsten or is it Kristen? Kristen Bell? Kristen Bell. I can't remember this movie. I know I've seen it, but I remember thinking like, oh, that's cute. But I remember noting in my mind, like the writing was kind of like, eh. When it comes to movies, the writing and the acting are for sure the most important things to me, because if you don't have good acting, you can't really execute on the good writing, but you can have really good acting, but if your writing sucks, it doesn't even matter. So I'd say writing is most important, but to execute on it, you have to have good acting. Anyways, I'm gonna say this is Okay Nice too. I'm gonna put it probably right here. I feel like this is a pretty solid rom-com list. Gets me in the freaking Valentine spirit. I love it. I'm gonna tell you all the top A-lists again. So we got Cinderella Story, Legally Blonde, both Princess Diary movies, Crazy Rich Asians, The Holiday, and She's the Man. All right, TK fam, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe here on YouTube, follow me on TikTok. Sorry, my dog is moving my chair. I actually have 2 TikTok accounts, by the way. I have a lifestyle one, which is my name, Tara Kelly Smith, and then I have my reaction gaming channel, which is Tara Moon with 2 underscores at the end of it. So everything's linked down below, that in the description. Let me know what you would like to see next on my channel, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Love ya.